Good morning. It is Thursday and time for a new vlog. It is about 9 o'clock in the morning. I need to eat some food and then I'm gonna wake House Cryptid up at 10 to go to the gym. He is trying to get back into going to the gym. He's the whole reason I'm a gym girly, was I learned from him, so I'm trying to help him get back into it. It's just hard, you know, he's blue collar and he works late, so it's difficult for him to sacrifice sleep in order to go to the gym. But I know, and he knows, that going to the gym and getting exercise in will help him overall with his health and with his sleep and with being able to work and everything. So we're gonna get him going. If I can get him going like once or twice a week, that'll be a huge improvement over not going at all. So looking forward to that. Kat and I got a little bit of filming done yesterday. We still have 2 more soaps for the July collection we need to finish filming. I wish we could have just knocked them all out in one go, but that just wasn't in the cards, unfortunately. Maybe for the August collection we'll be able to get things done in a more timely manner. I also know that my stickers have been delivered, my sticker paper for making the labels for the boxes. So I went ahead and sent the files over to my printer, and when David and I go out to the gym, I'll drop off the sticker paper at that point too, just to get that done. And I have a lot of, oh, I'm slipping. You know, I like crouch to film these shots, so I'm like slipping on the hardwood floors of my socks. Plans for today: film the last 2 soaps and try to get some reels edited. If I have time, I think I'd like to do some like fun layout shots for the collection and maybe for some of our better sellers, just to have some like fun alternative product photos that I can send people, because Candace over at Sac Vendor Connect asked for something similar recently, and I'm like, man, I wish I had just like a Google Drive worth of product photos that I could send to people when they want to do promotional stuff with us. That would be cool. So I might try and do that, but I don't want to overdo expectations for my time, given how much time I have. And I want to be able to set some time aside tomorrow to go over to my parents' house and install some safety bars in their bathrooms, because my dad has agreed that that would be a good idea. And I want to strike while the iron is hot. So if you're a millennial child of boomer parents, you know that sometimes having them do things that they don't want to do, you got to jump on that while you can. So yeah, he's been very open to letting me do some changes around the house and at the offices to try and help things be safer and more accessible for him while he's injured. And I just want to be able to keep doing that. I want to be able to keep my parents safe and healthy. That's really important. So that's on the docket. I am going to make some food real quick so that I am fueled for going to the gym, and I'm going to try and update my to-do list. I had my weekend to-do list in the last vlog, and I got most of it done by the weekend. But as we are approaching launch day on Friday, and a weekend where I don't have a ton planned, I would like to try and be good with my time and make sure I'm setting expectations that I can reach. I don't need to have a main channel video up next week, so it should give me some time to get caught up and hopefully try to get as many of the July videos like done and ready to go as possible, because I need to do some job hunting. And you know, we're at that point. My severance is gone. I'm on unemployment. I don't have a corporate job anymore, and I need to be able to be making money. So that's where we're at. So I'm gonna go make some food. Check in later. Well, in a lucky moment, I have finished my new master batch, and the amount of oils that were left in the original bucket were exactly enough for 2 full batches, and the test batch we need to finish filming the July soaps. Woo! Okay, cool. So that's great. That means we can get the filming done today, which I really need to have done. And then I'll have some extra soap base for other things. Hell yeah. Here's another little preview. These are the 2 test batches, and this is Kat's batch from yesterday. Alrighty, it's Friday, and my parents finally let me install a new toilet in their downstairs bathroom. Their old toilet was from when the house was built in like the 90s, and it was really short, and they're getting older, and that's getting more difficult. And they also let me install a grab bar. I actually had them buy two, but they only let me install one for now. So if they want another one, I will install it. I also installed a grab bar in the bathroom upstairs. Ha 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 ha. Accessibility. Oh my god, we're finally done filming for July. Here's your little preview. Cat, we're done. We don't have to film again for like another 3 weeks at least. Thank God.
I already have my August designs done and my fragrances picked out.
Yeah, we're not filming that till like the end of July though.
Yep, but I already have it all done. Picked out. Fragrances done, designs done.
Thank you.
You're gonna hate my designs.
Why?
One of them I took inspiration from Dumbo.
What part of Dumbo?
The Elephants on Parade.
Okay, that's probably alright. I mean, aside from the fact that it's like a child getting high. Anyway. Hello friends, it is Saturday and we have a lot to get done today. My son has a friend coming over for a play date, so I'm gonna need to spend a good portion of the day downstairs just like managing kids. So I do have some video editing I want to get done, but I also have a lot of soap prep to do. We have an event tomorrow and it's a Yelp event and we need to have 75 like little samples with us, so I need to prep those, and I need to pack up all of the June soaps because now that I have the labels that I picked up yesterday, I can get that done. And we do have 10 orders that have come through for launch weekend, and they're pretty sizable orders for the most part, so I think we're gonna have a lot to pack up. And we won't do that until Monday. Monday will be stream day where we pack all the orders, so I'm not going to worry too much about pulling things off the shelves quite yet. And I think I have some other stuff I've got to do. I got to check my to-do list. But we're going to start, I think, with packing up the June soaps, because that is most relevant to get that done sooner rather than later. Slightly altered decision. So these are the boxes for the June collection, and I already have the stickers for the July collection, and the July soaps are already done. So I also pulled the boxes for the July soaps. So on each one of these, I need to put a barcode sticker, and then this is the actual these that I get printed outside of the house. These go on the back, and then there'll be the spot on the front for the sticker that you can see here, like this, which is inspired by makeup containers, because I worked at a makeup store for about a year, and I really like having the names on the ends like this. It makes it a lot easier to store and stack and find things. So the two smaller stickers, the barcode and then the end name, those I print myself using our thermal printer, which is also how we print our labels, like our shipping labels. So those I can print here at home really quick and easy, so I'm going to print all of those. And then start on the long, tedious task of getting all of these properly stickered and ready to have soaps in them. What I'll do is I'll get all of them ready except for the double sticker that goes here, and then I only put that on when I'm ready to actually start putting the soaps in it. So I'm going to get all of these done, and then I'll work on putting June soaps in their boxes. Oh, it's going to take me a bit. So here is how I print our barcodes. So I use the Retail Barcodes app that's in Shopify. I have it already set up with my template and how I like them to look. So I have all of the Gummy Games soaps in here, plus all of the Celestial Prism soaps, and I just tell it how many I want, and then I just click print, and it's going to open up a PDF. Boom. And then I can just print this to, come on buddy, the thermal printer right there. I have to tell it what size because it defaults to our shipping label size. 2x1 is the size that I use, and boop, there we go. Let's do it. So that's all the barcodes. And now I just need to print all of the little double stickers. I'll do that next. All right. I just need to separate all of them and organize them, and then I can start putting them on the boxes. In other news, I'm also trying to get a hold of an 18 terabyte external hard drive. Oh my god. I am running out of space constantly, and external hard drives have gotten so freaking expensive. So I'm winning. I'm winning right now. I haven't been on eBay in a long time, but this person has really good ratings and everything, so I feel like this is going to be fine. But 18 terabytes would be fucking killer, man. I am operating off of very little space right now. This laptop only has 2 terabytes. I know for like non-media people, that seems like a lot. I blow through that no problem at all. I also have a 5 terabyte external hard drive that is completely full. So this is very much needed, and it would also save me some money because I have a Google Drive cloud that I've used, and I've also filled that. That's like another 5 terabytes. So I need the space. I'm also accidentally winning on a second one from the same person. If I win this too, I wouldn't complain. So that's all of the June collection boxed up, and boxes are prepped for the July soaps. Little preview. I do need to get all of them beveled. I might try and do that now. Alright, so we have to bring 75 samples with us to the event tomorrow. So I've gone ahead and made a bunch of samples. Now I need to get them all in bags so I can label them. Well, it's Sunday, and we are here at the event. Just wow. Look at this place. It's so cool. It's the old sugar mill. Neat. Here's where we're located, in the Galleria. There's Kat working on our table. Oh, man, it's really pretty in here. Look at this place. This is so cool. All right, here's a better shot of the outside. We're not like staring straight into the sun. Oh my gosh, this place is so big. Whoa. Oh, look at that. 1933. Wow. And look at this cool banner. How cute is this? So I double checked with Candace, one of the owners of Sac Vendor Connect, and this was made by one of the artists that they work with. And it's so cute. I love it. Welcome back, everyone, to another post-event breakdown where we're going to talk about how we did at our most recent event. In the last vlog that I did this in, where I was talking about Sacramento Pride, you all seem to like it, so I'm more than happy to talk numbers. If you know me at all, you know I love data. Please, I'm a nerd for data. So again, if this is not for you, please feel free to skip ahead. I'll put a timestamp or something on there so that way you know when to skip to, but if you're interested in the data, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So a little bit of background on this event. This was called Pride in the Vines. This was a collaborative event between technically 3 groups. Sac Vendor Connect, which is a local business networking group that we got involved with a couple years ago now. We actually really enjoy working with them. It's been really fun getting to do different events with them and network with other business owners. If you're a business owner, I highly recommend finding networking groups in your area like that. They're really, really helpful. And then also there was Yelp Sacramento, which we've done one event with them prior, so this is the second time we've done something. And their contribution is that they bring a bunch of like hardcore Yelp people to the event to come and check it out. There was a requirement that you included as a business owner either like an experience for the Yelpers or a sample for them to take home. So that's what I was working on earlier in the vlog, was these guys. So I included a sample of 6 of our different soaps. So there was, this one is Bunny Bar. I had Pride, Coffee Drip, Big Bad Wood, Lavender Fields, I think that might have been it. But I had a bunch of our different soaps. So all the fronts of little sample bags are the same. Just a quick, like our logo and our name and our website and a quick bio on us. And then also included, slightly different from each one-to-one, was the name of the bar, this fragrance, and then I included a special coupon code for any of the Yelpers. If they liked the soap and they wanted to get a full bar, they could do that and get a discount. Purpose of the discount code as well is to help me track if we get sales from an event like this. The last time we did a Yelp sponsored event, we did not get any sales off of that coupon code, which was too bad. I'm hoping maybe this time it'll be different. I made 70 samples. We were supposed to have 75, but I knew from the last time we did a Yelp event that all 75 of the Yelpers either don't show up or they don't all come to your booth, because they have like a little passport where they go around to all the different booths that are participating and they like check off that they came and check out your business. And it's a chance to like talk to them about what you do and who you are and give them, you know, a little bit of a personal moment to help them understand like what your business does. And then they help promote your business by, you know, making like videos or posts and things like that. And they'll tag you, they'll tag Yelp, and that it's a whole thing. It's cool. Very, user-generated content, UGC, which is cool. We like that. So the samples are definitely worth it, and even if we don't get sales directly with the coupon code, it's still good marketing. It's still good to have that personal connection with people. So I see that a lot of the times with the events we do, even if we don't make a lot of money on the event itself, the networking and the personal connection is really, really important, because you don't get a whole lot of that otherwise, especially when you're an online business. Then there was also the old sugar mill, which was the venue. Gorgeous. Oh my God. So fantastic. 1930s, a real old sugar mill. How cool. So it was this long hallway where normally all the different vineyards have like a little permanent booth kind of thing, like tucked away off to the on the side of the hallway, and we were in that little hallway. So there were a bunch of us vendors in the hallway itself. There were a couple of smaller like offshoot rooms where more vendors were, and there were vendors out front, and there were vendors out in the back where there were live performances. There was musicians, there was drag shows. It was really cool. Advertising was really, really good. Candace over at Sac Vendor Connect is really good about that. She really tries to get a lot of movement social media wise to get people to come. And that morning they were also on the local news too, to bring more attention to it, which was great. So let's talk numbers on how things went. So first off, it was $65 for the booth fee, which again, Candace, you're the best. Thank you so much. When there are booth fees that are upwards of like $400, $500, $700 for a booth fee, 65, and that's on the more expensive end of how much we normally pay for booths with this group. The last time we did a Yelp event, it was a little bit more expensive then too. Normally our booths with Sac Vendor are like $30, which is fantastic. That's hard to say no to. They definitely could charge more, especially if more events go like this. I think they could absolutely get away with charging more. Not too much more though, just to be reasonable. And I know she does that on purpose to keep things reasonable. So our only costs were the $65 to booth. The parking was provided for vendors. There was like a separate area for us to park, so I didn't have to pay for parking. It wasn't that far from the house. It was a pretty easy drive. I didn't have really any other extra expenses that I needed to have. Like we have our regular insurance that I just normally factor into our major operating costs. Pride required special event insurance that had to be like through a certain company, so that was a different expense that I didn't have for this one. So really my only cost was $65. And then for our sales, oh my gosh, things went so well. So our gross sales, and just as a reminder, gross does not mean like ew, it means how much you made without taking into account your expenses or anything else. So our gross sales was $433. Crazy. We were going up to the organizers and telling them like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. We're doing like Sac Pride numbers right now. this is so good. Like, we don't normally do this well at an event like this, so this was fantastic. So we had a total of 46 orders. The average order value was $9.24. And if we take into account our cost, our total net sales was $368. If we're gonna compare it to Sac Pride, our net sales across 2 days was $609.69. So if we split that for the 2 days, it was about $305 for each day. So this event outdid Sacramento Pride. Crazy. Really, really exciting. Fantastic way to end the month. Happy Pride. So very, very, very happy with how this event went. I feel like I had a lot of chances to talk to people, and we made great sales. And once again, the top performer was the sample packs. I am so annoyed that we haven't been doing this the entire time. Of that $433 of gross sales, sample packs made up $110. $110. So more than 25% of our sales was the sample packs. People love it. So if you're a soap maker too, take note. We have always hung on to like the test batch bars that we make and the little like offcuts from the finished soaps and things like that. We've always had that on the website, pretty cheap. I don't know, $5 for $5 is very reasonable, I think. And the action of digging through the box, that we just have a big box full of the samples, and they all have the name of the bar and the fragrance and the ingredients on it, like they should. People love that. They love to just pick through the bin. And I have taken to just calling it the bin, capital T, capital B, the bin. So you should always have a spiel as a vendor. You need a spiel. And so when people come up, I go, hi, you know, we are Cat and Raven Designs. We make handmade bar soap from scratch by us. All of our soaps are made in our home, including our lip balms. Our stickers and charms are all drawn by me, no AI. I hate that I have to include that now, but people really appreciate knowing out the gate, so I just say it. And I have all of our bar soaps, our full bar soaps are here. I have our whip soaps, our candles, our lip balms, our stickers, and of course we have the bin. And people are like, oh, what's that? And you go, oh, well the bin, everything in the bin is $5 for $5. And people will absolutely still buy the full bar soaps, but then they're like, oh, I get to hunt. Excellent. And the little raccoon gremlin comes out in everybody. They love it, and I'm so stupid for not including it prior to this. And it's so fun. People have fun, and I love that. God, I have wanted that level of interaction at our booth for ages, and now I have it, and it's great, and people love it, and I'm just, oh, it's so good. This could probably work for other product types. If you have like, I don't know, buttons or pins or, you know, really anything that's relatively small that you have a lot of, make a bin, and it's just the bargain bin. It's very popular. Try it out. Let me know if it works. It's gotta be something that works for more than just soap. And I finally thought of it because I know people love, not just people, I love digging in a bin. We can just admit that about ourselves. We like to dig in the bin. So, okay. Another really popular thing, and I had to order significantly more, was the little handle bags that we have from Eco Enclose. They are seaweed bags, and people really love being told that the bag is made of seaweed and that it's biodegradable. That you're not just handing them a plastic bag. That's a big thing that we have tried so hard to do for so long, is to reduce the amount of plastic that we have in our business. And the seaweed bags, people love them. So I ordered 150 of those, and I also ordered a ton more boxes because we're really low on boxes right now of pretty much all size except for the itty bitty ones. So, And speaking of plastics, these are Eco Enclose as well. These are recycled. They're 100% recycled bags, and you can recycle these too. So we continue the trend of trying to keep the plastic in our business minimal. So, pros and cons. Pros. It went great. The crowd was fantastic. Everyone was super, super nice. So, pros and cons for the event. Pros, it was really, really fun. The attendance was fantastic. It was a very steady crowd almost the entire day. We made back booth in the first 30 minutes, which was great. I was really excited. And I think the advertising was really, really good. So there was just a fantastic group of people there. Pride brings out the best in people, frankly. People are so friendly and nice and really wanting to enjoy that sense of community. It was great. The venue was gorgeous. People were getting really great photos and everything there. The lighting was nice. It wasn't too hot. So the weather really played a good factor, I think. It was a lot cooler for this event than it was for SAC Pride. For sales, I think it also helped that attendance was free. You didn't have to pay to get in like you do at SAC Pride. So I think people were a little bit more willing to spend a little bit of money when they didn't have to spend money to get in. So that really worked out well. In terms of accessibility, overall, generally pretty good. We were at ground level. There were easy, really nice wide ramps on the way into the building, which was fantastic. I did feel like the bathroom options were really limited. There was this teeny tiny little hallway to get into the bathroom, and there was an accessible stall, but one of the non-accessible stalls was out of service. And so there was pretty constantly a line, and I could see how if someone were in a mobility aid, it might be difficult to get into the bathroom and to be able to wash their hands because the sink was kind of far back. But the actual like moving around the event, there was lots of accessibility. So that was really good to see. Cons, I honestly really don't have a lot. I thought I was gonna have issues with the whole Yelp thing, but I really didn't. But overall, I just don't have a whole lot of cons. It went really, really well. I loved having a clear idea of what was happening well in advance. Candace is very good at that, always providing good maps and layouts and everything and how load out and load in is going to work well in advance. She's really on top of that. Parking wasn't an issue. There really wasn't a whole lot, if anything. I think it was a very successful event, and it's rare that I come away from an event like without really having any significant notes or anything, but it went really well. I'm so pleased. I'm so happy. It's good. So that's really going to be it for my data notes, but it was great. Great event. Very happy. Yay. In other news, we live streamed on Monday. We ended up having 18 total orders to pack from launch day and launch weekend, which was great. So overall, it's been a fantastic weekend. I've been really, really happy with the overall outcome. But everything went out. I tried to get it out on Monday night, but I didn't get to the post office in time, unfortunately, so I had to take it out on Tuesday morning. But everything has gone out, including our local order, so that's good. I have been hitting 10,000 steps 6 out of 7 days, all week last week, and then gearing towards doing the same thing this week. Monday is apparently just my down day where I don't hit 10,000 steps, but that's fine. I'm trending for it today, and I've been to the gym already, and it's doing good. Everything's great, which is fantastic. I'm so happy. But don't have a whole lot else to report for this week, so thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Drink your water, have a snack, get a nap, and I think we're gonna call it here. We'll see you later. Bye.